Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World. I got a package in the mail here. It's a bigger one. And today we have a cordless power washer. Very interesting. It's got some mass to it. So here's a cordless power washer. Pressure washer. Oh wow. Nice looking case. Really nice looking case. Look at that. Nice. Metal. Latches. Not plastic, that's metal. This is a rugged case. Boy, I'm gonna have to zoom the camera out a bit. There's a lot to this. There's a lot in this package. I'm gonna have to have a look and see. Oh, how cool is that? They even give you a collapsible bucket. We can take that camping. That's a bonus right there. Oh boy, there's a lot of pieces to this. Wonder how hard it'd be to put it back in the box when you're done. So there's the main unit. It's not that big. I really thought it might be bigger for just the idea. Here's a battery. That's a big battery, 21 volt. That's a 3 amp hour. Pretty decent, hefty battery. Of course, here's your charger. AC wall charger. There's a water filter. And then there's your garden hose fitting. Looks like a quick disconnect. Here is, oh, interesting. Different settings, it looks like. Oh yeah, adjustable. Your nozzle. Here we got some hose, some tubing. And here we got, wow, a full-sized, big owner's manual. Big words. Look at that, I don't need a magnifying glass. In this day and age, that is unique. I don't need a magnifying glass. Look at that. Alright. Well, I'm going to have to look at how this all goes together. Oh, that must be a soap container. Actually, there's some specs right here inside the cover. 300 watt power, 5 liters per minute pumping capacity, about 5 pounds weight, lithium ion 21 volt battery, 3 amp hours, 55 watt hours, 2 hours charging time, 45-minute working time. Not too bad there. Actually, this is really quite simple, and it does not connect to a garden hose as I had assumed. It does use, when I first saw this, I wondered if that was the case. It does use the included container, collapsible container. You could use a 5-gallon bucket as well. 45-minute run time, you could do a couple cars on that. Really, you could do 2-3 cars on that. Interesting. I'm curious how much pressure there is. But basically, I want to take this outside, and we'll do that later on. I'm going to charge up the battery first. The first charge you got to do 3 hours, it says, to make sure it's charged properly. Basically, put on the nozzle, put on the hose, put on your filter. You can use your soap attachment if you want. Put your battery in, and your hose in and your water supply, and run it. So this is going to be really good. And this time of year especially, it's perfect timing to try this out because the roads are salty and nasty. We've got to wash our car, the truck, and my trailer to keep that road salt from rotting things. So we'll see you outside later on. So we've got a beautiful sunny day, at least briefly, and my truck is in desperate need of cleaning. from the salty roads. So we're gonna put this together here. See if we can wash my truck today. So the instructions, there's not a lot to it, but then again, there's not a lot to this device. This here, the power head, slides in, pushes and turns. That's done. And then there's the really cool quick disconnect water connection here, which connects up to the hoses here. Or the hose, one hose. So there's a screw-on thing here. Goes this through here. Push this on. It's probably going to take some power. If you have to, you can run that in some hot water to soften that. I may have to. I might actually have to do so. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I've got that on. I just took a lot of force. And then this will tighten on here and secure that hose in place. Okay, you don't have to torque it down hard. And on the other end, we have a strainer, which is great. Uh-oh, okay, I'll be back. More force necessary. Note, do not attempt to install this without heating it. Hot water is great, holding it up to a heater of some sort or hot air gun. You can possibly break your strainer. Okay, I did not. I saw that it's not a really strong connection there, so I heated it. Do not do this without heating it. Same here. Run it under some hot water, soften that up, or use a hot air gun, and it goes on beautifully. But otherwise, you could damage your stuff. So that's common with all vinyl plastic type hoses. That part is done. Now we have the quick disconnect goes on here. We've got a beautiful long hose, which I'm going to stick into a bucket of soapy water, and I'm going to get the battery, and I want to see if I can clean up my truck. By the way, really cool. I might try this later, but right now I'm under limited time because clouds are coming. This is a foam sprayer, so the water is going to come out, mixed with soap, and shoot your foam onto your vehicle. Really cool. First, the battery is real simple. Slides on here. Make sure it's charged up first. Pop it on. You got power. Well, my truck is not beautiful by any means, I'll tell you, but the salt is going to ruin it. So, I have to make sure I keep this clean. This needs to be submerged at all times. Make sure I stir up the soap I put in there. I've got a rag. I'll be using that. I'm going to see if I can prop that down in some way. That hose is stiff. Might end up wanting to heat that hose as well. Let's see how this works. We've got 25 degree, 15 degrees, 0 degree. Let's see what we got here. It's pumping. I can see the water level going down. And here we go. Oh, there it is. Okay. There's a wide spray. That's alright. Wide spray. Let's see what else we got. What's this? Pulsating? Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, I like that. Right in there. Get the rusty parts. 40 degree. Oh, nice. That'd be good for rinsing. There's a 25 degree. Concentrated rinse. 15 degree. Really concentrated. Cool. Alright, and there's a 0 degree. Oh yeah, look at that. Need that. Get in the corners and cracks. Cool. Alright, I'm going to wet this truck down. Get some soapy water on there and then I can wipe it. And then we can come back to the rinse. So I just got to get all that rust and slop off this truck. I'm going to be especially liking the power sprayer for in all the cracks, because that's where the dirt and slop rests. And that's where it gets to be the worst, up in the wheel wells. I'll get up to the top later. Oh, you can see you can see it caked on this truck. What a mess. Wow. It needed it bad. This truck really needed this bad. Now the reason I'm doing it by hand as well is because they put a oily slop, it's called brine, they put on the roads here. And you can see it coated on the truck. It's just sticking on. So I'm going to be using a combination of the rag and the power washer. I'm going to use the power washer down inside these gaps and crevices, but the rag to loosen it up. You can see it all stuck on there, really thick. Just black. Do one section at a time. Got to get used to the functions I want. Oh, there, look at that. Yeah, push that dirt down. Push that dirt off. There you go. I gotta get down there yet. Now I'm definitely going to want to concentrate in these crevices with a high pressure wash. Okay. That's powerful. Wow. Wow. That's peeling my paint off. Oh, look at that go. Wow. Wow, that was all dirt in there. I never knew that was all dirt. The rim, keep that from rotting out. All that junk coming off. Right in there around the tire, make sure that's clean. Oh, that's nice. That's got some power. Now, the included container will not do a thing for you, and they even said that to me in an email. The included container is too small. I've got a 5-gallon bucket and I probably got a gallon left already. So you're going to use some water. Now you could have a garden hose feeding into that, but what I love about this device is its mobility. I can use this anywhere. I'm actually going to be washing my trailer as well today. So that is really nice. Well, let me get this truck washed, but let me show you something up close. See that? All that black in there? I didn't know that could come out. Look at this one. Look at that clean line. I had no idea that could come out. Look at it. Tore the paint off my truck. Look at that. Now, of course, my truck's rusty. Yours is not going to get harmed like that. But actually, it's good to get that off, so I can get those paint chips. That's going to help me greatly. I'm going to peel these paint chips off so I can oil this and treat it and prevent it from rusting further. So that's beneficial in this case, and I'm going to hit that hard. So it is an old truck. I use it for firewood processing, but I do want to make it last, and this is going to help me tremendously. Also, my wife will be using it on her car to keep it from looking like this. So washing your car regularly is going to help extend the life of a rusty vehicle and prevent a nice vehicle from getting rusty in the first place. Look at this. Before, can you see that dirt? I don't know if that shows up. I can't tell on the camera. You can't see my display. Before, okay, and after. I just got a little bit of rinsing to do, get the loose stuff off. And my windshield, I couldn't see through that. It was nasty, full of salt. The mirror, it was nasty. Well, I've got some washing to do. Well, this cordless pressure washer is really awesome and is serving me well out here on the mostly off-grid homestead. And that is one of the biggest advantages of this thing, is that no matter where you are, you can power wash your vehicles, quads, lawnmowers, trailers, whatever. This thing is so great because now I don't have to take the machine or equipment to the water hose. I can take this to whatever I need to wash. It is really awesome for this. Another good thing is because it is winter right now, I can use this to power wash my vehicles without worrying about freezing garden hoses and bursting pipes. Because I can come inside, fill a bucket, take it outside, take this to the equipment and wash it. So I'm really loving this a lot. Being cordless and with a lithium battery means that I can charge it on my solar power anywhere that I have an AC outlet, which I'm loving a lot. It's also doesn't take a lot of power to charge this overall, so really great. And it lasts long enough to do a good vehicle. It's going to take quite a few buckets though, 5-gallon buckets, to do a full-size vehicle. For a trailer, a few buckets, but it is way better than not washing your vehicle or trailer or equipment at all in this salty, sloppy winter times. In the summer, I'll be using this for lawnmowers. I mean, it's just so convenient. Rather than running 300 foot of garden hose from all the way out back to out front where I want to wash my equipment, just take this where I need to go. I really like it a lot. It does have storage space for everything, and I'm keeping it there so I don't lose anything. I like that fact. But once you set this up, you don't want to take these off. The filter and the quick disconnect, which goes here, and the filter goes in your bucket. It was not easy to get these on. I had to use a heat to get the hose to expand and slide on here without breaking the plastic. Keep that in mind when you are assembling this, so you don't break your filter. It's not the end of the world if you do, but you know, it's just nice to keep it all intact. But it still fits here neatly up in the top in the hose holder, and I'm loving it. I haven't had a chance to use the soap container or whatever you sprayer, but I probably won't. I don't know, maybe in summer, who knows. But for the winter, I'm just putting the water in the bucket and using it. Anyway, really like this a lot. Check it out, guys. Put the links down below in the description and the comments. Go ahead and get yourselves one. I can't rave about it enough. I'm loving it so much, and the timing couldn't have been better to protect my equipment. So please do like this video, guys. Subscribe if you haven't, because you never know what's coming to the homestead tomorrow. And go ahead and get yourself one. It's a really cool tool. Really high powered and really good for cleaning the salt and dirt off your stuff.